Welcome to episode number 57 of the Friday Fizz. This week, we naturally have to talk a little bit about the election. We talk about some new tech that's coming, and also Fitness Evolution bring Ninja Warrior. So anyway, we're missing Social Sam. Sadly, Social Sam's been fired, so he will no longer be featuring in hashtag Friday Fizz. But don't worry, we've got a replacement. Just kidding! Calm down. Sam's not been fired, he's just on annual leave. So yeah, good news. Sam's up in Scotland doing a load of walking in the rain, which has been hilarious. Follow him on Instagram, you'll see his story of basically all the different places he's gone to eat. But don't worry, we've got Chris here. Chris is the guy who's normally over there, behind the camera. So interestingly, you can see who does all the editing and all the shit jokes and puts in the crap clips and stuff like that. So yeah, Chris is making his, is it your debut?
His debut on Friday Fizz.
Episode number what?
57.
57, and he's making his debut.
It's taken me a year and a month to get in front of
just to build
camera.
up the courage.
I'm ready for it!
So the election happened last night, and we've got a what's it called?
Hung Parliament.
Hung Parliament, which I find hilarious. So
it's ridiculous.
I know. Theresa May has had it must go down in the most appalling campaign in the history of politics.
Terrible decision. She had 3 years of a majority that she could just coasted through. Which went, no, I need more people. Yeah, and now she's got less.
But I just think it's funny though. But how can you slide so much? One thing I would say is a hung parliament for me is the best possible result, and here's why. I don't trust Theresa May. I think she's a lying croonie who was probably eaten educated, who lies, she U-turns and she won't admit she U-turns. I don't trust her with a barge pole. She's got people in business who is going to benefit from the decision she was making. She's a crook. Damn! Equally though, I'm not that big a fan of Jeremy Corbyn because I think he's so far left and idealistic. Look, I love his ideas that we should all live in peace and smoke weed and dance around fires and whatever his views are, but I just don't think he's the right person to run the country. But what this does mean in a hung parliament is that actually we're going to have compromise from two parties. So at least firstly, we're going to see some compromise. And secondly, we've actually got a different way of campaigning. So the most successful campaign, without a shadow of a doubt, was Jeremy Corbyn's. And he didn't attack the other party anywhere near as much as they slandered his person. It was a slanderous campaign, and the UK turned around and said, hang on a minute, whoa, we want to know about your policies, not what you think of that pillock over the other side of the benches. We're going to have to see politicians change their approach to unite this country again. You know, we have a divided country with two very, very clearly split ways of thinking, and it's going to take a very clever, inspirational person to bring that back together. And I can't wait, because in times it forces good people and good leaders to come to the top. So I'm well excited for the hung parliament. I think it was the best result for the UK. Yes, some tough times, and we're going to have some difficult markets and a bit of uncertainty, but we'll come through far stronger, having had to compromise from both sides.
I agree. I think Corbyn is the perfect opposition leader, because as you said, his ideas are so far left and idealistic that it forces a right-wing party to be more centre. Yeah,
absolutely, and he's shown that he's got a fairly significant portion of the country backing him. So now Theresa May can't ignore that. She thought that he was a nobody and he wouldn't get any votes, and actually he got like 2.5% less than what she did.
Yeah. Cool. Other good news from the election. Yeah. The most female MPs there's ever been. It's now 200 female MPs. The first female Sikh MP as well. Brilliant. Super. And the first turban-wearing Sikh MP. Yeah. But the best news from last night was this moment from Jeremy Corbyn.
Yes.
Tokyo, hosting the 2020 Olympics, they had the idea that they would light the Olympic flame with a flying car.
Love that idea.
And how that works, I have no idea, but that was the idea. Love it. So Toyota have gone away and said, right, we'll finance some smaller companies into making us a flying car. And their first attempt went a bit like this.
good effort.
Yeah.
You've got to start from somewhere, I suppose, haven't you? So, look, if they pull it off, then kudos. Yeah. They've got a few years yet to tweak that horrific attempt.
It's Edison with the light bulb. He said, I didn't find how to make the light bulb. I found 100 ways to not make a light bulb.
I think he said 10,000, didn't he?
Whatever it was. He tried a lot and didn't make one. And then he made a light bulb, and now we have light bulbs.
You should, like, when people put these inspirational quotes out, we should just step you in and just simplify it. You tried a lot.
Failed. Now it works. Happy days.
And you're talking more and more Northern every week.
I do. I hate it. Although Holly at Fitness Evolution, me and her are having the debates about what is lunch and what is dinner, and lunch, dinner, and tea.
Yeah.
I'm firmly that it is breakfast, lunch, dinner.
No, it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, then tea. Debate for this week, right? Comments. Yeah. We want to know, what is it? Is your 12 o'clock-ish noontime meal lunch or dinner or both?
And what is your evening meal?
And what is your evening meal? It's tea. It's not dinner. It's not dinner. Anyway, moving on.
Speaking of Fitness Evolution, whilst we're on Fitness Evolution, they have their fitness showcase coming up.
Fantastic.
With all profits going towards Pendleside.
Even better.
So they've got the usual fitness showcase. I imagine it'll be a lot like a convention. There'll be stands, stalls, all that kind of stuff. But more excitingly, they have a Ninja Warrior course that anyone can take part on.
Yeah, honestly, Fitness Evolution, they're killing it on social media. Brilliant. They're part of Burnley College. We're all members there. Chris is religious there. We try to be, but we're nowhere near as religious as Chris. Chris is every day.
Doing circuits next Monday. Doing that circuit session. Yeah, Monday and Friday doing the circuit session.
You are brave.
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
Can't wait for Monday when he waddles in.
It took me a week to recover from legs, bums and tums the other day.
Legs, bums and tums, brilliant. Can we have a clip of that, please?
Absolutely.
That leads nicely on to Pendleside, because Pendleside obviously launched the corporate challenge last week. Loads and loads of businesses locally getting involved, and all have 4 months to raise as much money as they possibly can, and there's a league table, and the winner wins corporate fundraiser of the year and all this sort of thing. Big fancy party, fireworks, fire breathers, pole dancers. Right, there's the works, honestly. But yeah, there's loads going on Pendleside at the minute. We've got the Colour Dash coming up in a few months. In September. So fantastic. We've got the beer walk, Pendle pub walk, which is, that might even be this weekend. Next weekend. So it's not this weekend, it's next weekend. Anyway, so there's loads going on. Despite all the news and obviously horrific things that have been happening in the UK recently, you know, I do feel like the country's united, and we must remember the positives that are going on. So yeah, kudos to the businesses that are getting involved, and there's still time to get involved. If you're in Burnley and Pendle, you have a business, or you work for a company that thinks they might benefit from that. So thanks for that topic, because that came from M. Clegg on Twitter. So you've won. Create a beer. If you're there at Friday Drinks, let us know, we'll bring it down.
Absolutely. Cool. If not, I'm sure we can.
Yeah, we'll sort it out another time. Come feature.
So Apple have released their version of the Amazon Echo and the Google Home called the Apple HomePod.
Yeah. Hey Siri, play my favorites.
Reports are it's not as good as Google's.
Right.
It's more of a music player that you can search some stuff on, whereas obviously Google's has.
Google's is pretty impressive from what I can see.
Google's is very good from what I've heard.
Yeah. Do you know what we should do? We should buy all three, like the Amazon, the Apple, and the Google, and we should, like me, you and Sam should take them home like for a week at a time, and then we could do a review on it.
Only you could use the Apple one though.
Oh, wow.
You have to have an iPhone.
That is the Apple way.
Yep.
Like that is Apple through and through.
Yep.
You could only use Apple with Apple.
You want to integrate everything? No, you can integrate what we give you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We have the choice.
Yeah.
$350. Only available in America at the moment, in the similar way that the Echo released in America and then came to Europe, and the same way that Google's did the same thing. but can be synced up to speakers, can be synced up to your lights, all that kind of stuff. Runs the same way, but the search is more limited. And again, you have to have an iPhone to run it.
There you go, official review from. Oh, we have not been paid for the ads. Like, we should actually start.
However, if you wish,
yeah, we are willing to be paid for these reviews. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and tell us: is it dinner or is it tea?
dinner.
So where's Sam? At Social Sam is missing from today's episode, but I've got some let's start again.